led to the deaths of 4 people at the Ugwonyama on the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, Enugu. According to a statement issued by the Core Public Education Officer Olusegun Ogunbebimde on Wednesday in Abuja, a preliminary crash investigation report revealed that the crash was caused by speed violation. 2 construction workers are feared trapped at a 5-story building which collapsed at the premises of Dennis Memorial Grammar School in Onitsha, Anambra State. The building being constructed by the school had reached the finishing stages when it collapsed Wednesday morning. The building, which started 2 years ago, was said to have been initiated by the International Old Boys chapter of the school to commemorate its forthcoming centenary event. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Senator Heineken Lobobiri, has called for support to establish an African energy bank in Nigeria. Lobobiri said that Nigeria offers a strategic geographical location, robust infrastructure, and a dynamic energy sector, which makes it suitable for the project. Speaking in Abuja, Lobobiri urged heads of Mission Africa Petroleum Product Producers Organization to support Nigeria in the bid to establish the bank in a capital city. The organized labor has rejected President Bola Tinubu's claims that an agreement has been reached on the new national minimum wage in his nationwide broadcast to mark Democracy Day. Tinubu had claimed that a consensus had been reached on the long-debated new minimum wage between the federal government and organized labor, revealing that an executive bill will soon be sent to the National Assembly to formalize the new minimum wage agreement. On the foreign scene, flames are still raging at an oil refinery in Erbil, Iraq on Thursday after a massive fire broke the night before. Reports say a number of people suffered light injuries with no casualties so far. The fire broke out at approximately on Wednesday night, with preliminary assessment indicating that the fire started in the refinery's liquid asphalt warehouse. China's Premier Li Qiang and New Zealand's Prime Minister Christopher Luxon have witnessed the signing of 7 agreements on Thursday during Li's visit to New Zealand. Exchange of letters on the commencement of the trade in services negotiations based on a negative list approach under the New Zealand-China Free Trade Agreement and a memorandum of arrangements concerning cooperation on business environment optimization were 2 of the 7 arrangements. China stands ready to work with New Zealand towards upgrading the comprehensive strategic partnership between both countries, Chinese state media says on Thursday. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin met with Ukrainian Defense Minister Rustin Umerov ahead of a meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group in Belgium on Thursday. This is the group's 23rd meeting since its formation in April 2022. Austin and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General C.Q. Brown, Jr., will join ministers of defense and senior military officials from nearly 50 nations to discuss the ongoing crisis in Ukraine. In a rare reference to the Western nuclear arsenal, NATO Chief Jens Stoltenberg on Wednesday highlighted the alliance's efforts to adapt its capabilities to current security threats, taking note of Russia's latest nuclear rhetoric and drills. Talking to reporters before a 2-day NATO defense ministers meeting in Brussels that will include a gathering of the alliance's nuclear planning group, he called nuclear weapons NATO's ultimate security guarantee and a means to preserve peace. While it is well known that the U.S. has deployed nuclear bombs to several locations in Europe, NATO rarely talks about these weapons publicly. In sports, a former coach of the Green Eagles, Christian Chukwu, has said that the drift of attention from local football is due to the emergence of the English Premier League and developments in technology over time. Chukwu, who granted an exclusive interview to Signature TV, said there is need for the government to support the local league to enable them meet international standard. Christian Chukwu attributed the reason for the massive turnout for the Rangers Enyimba match last Sunday to the conclusion of the English Premier League and thanks late former President Shehu Shagari for his efforts at the time in promoting local football to the level it now is.
In Nigeria, let me not say Africa, there's no money in football. So you see all our players moving out. Some are going even in the Benin Republic to get a higher pay. Some are going to Europe and everybody, all our players are moving out. So there's no motivation, no incentive. The money was not there. You play a match finish, there's no match bonus, no allowance, and so on. So this discourages the teams.
The Enyimba International FC of Aba on Wednesday suffered another setback in the ongoing Nigeria Premier League when they drew 1-1 with visiting Bayelsa United. The coach of Enyimba, Olariwaju Yemi, in a post-match interview said the frustration these players suffered following the matchday 30